Philanthropist and businessman Willie Wilson is once again running for mayor. It's the third time he sought the top job at City Hall. Wilson's previous two mayoral bids were unsuccessful, as was his run for the U.S. Senate in 2020. He also ran for president in 2016 before ultimately voting for Donald Trump. Here to tell us what keeps him on the campaign trail is Willie Wilson, and welcome back to Chicago tonight. Thank you for joining us. So you know, or as we've just said, you've run for mayor twice before in the past. Why are you running again?
Well, I believe that the city needs a lot of help. Crime is way up. You know, the economic piece, the particular neighborhood in Chicago need help economically speaking. Job, more than job, empowerment as well. And the communication gap between the present mayor right now has been pretty rough with the alderman as well as the Chicago Police Department, which they protect us, you know. And so it's just all, you know, chaotic and confused. I admit early this week, I made a hell of a mistake when I endorsed her, you know, and so we want to make sure that she get out of the office, you know.
And on that point, as you just said, you previously endorsed Lori Lightfoot for mayor in her runoff against Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle at the time, but you've just said that you made a mistake. Why has Lightfoot lost your support?
Well, first of all, when she basically got in there, and I didn't hear from her since that time, 3 years ago, she basically just said that she was busy running the city. She couldn't meet with me for the past, you know, the 3 years, and so that was that. But the reason why she lost my support is that she haven't done the things as related to, one, crime, you know, two, you know, empowerment, economic development, three, education. And I get the fourth is that she needs to understand how to communicate. One of the other things that I did not like was this, that I thought was wrong, that she dismissed the police department, the people who would not take the vaccine. I figured that she should at least let those particular people, if they test negative, let them come back to work. You know, so I would redo that whole situation because people do have rights. And then also on that last note there too, is that those are the people who put their lives online for people like you and I.
So one of the reasons that you say you're running, you said the high incidence of crime in Chicago. And of course, a lot of politicians, they run on that same issue and talk about reducing crime. Mr. Wilson, how exactly do you plan on reducing crime in Chicago?
Well, we will put on nearly, as I said before, 4 superintendent of police divided into 4 segments and hold those superintendent of police accountable. All right, and get closer to the community, making sure we hold them accountable, and making sure we got good, solid communication with the police department as well as the community. And on top of that, we would take and create economic empowerment within those communities by creating trade within the school, trade within those community centers, trade within those churches, so people can learn how to do a skill. And once they learn those skills, they can get a job, and they can even do contract work with those particular people. And that way the money goes into the community, stays into the community, people can make a decent living. Right now, they cannot make a decent living with minimum wages. You can't even buy health insurance for minimum wages, all right? And then last on that piece too is that, you know, you're raising taxes and running people, business and people out of the city of Chicago. People going over in Hammond, Indiana, those places, spending their dollars in areas that they don't have to pay as high as taxes. People sick of taxes, people losing their homes and things of that nature. The answer to it is balancing your budget like I had to balance mine at home. That raising taxes is not the answer to every problem.
So yesterday, you spoke with our reporter, Heather Sharon, and she asked you if you believe that Joe Biden was fairly and properly elected as president, but you declined to answer. Another opportunity, what would you like to say there?
Well, I'm not running for president, but let's put it this way. I didn't protest. I didn't come out with nothing to say about that. But I believe into the system of the American system that they have in place. You know, when the voters said they come out and they do it, I just believe in that particular system. You know, so that's basic. What I truly believe in. I've never challenged any laws about whether the vote was right or wrong. I've lived by those principles, you know? So, in essence to the question on that, make it clearly, you know, I've never challenged that. You know, I have no reason to doubt it unless somebody takes it and prove differently. And that hasn't been proven as of yet, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so last month you paid $1.2 million to cover the cost of gas giveaways. We know that you have been generous in donating your money in the past, but what do you say to those who say that, you know, doing that when you're running for office or during an election year, to folks who say that it's a political stunt to attract votes?
Well, what the difference in mean, taking that in mind, I went to New Orleans, I gave at Hurricane Ida 6 months ago. I went down, took $1 million down there and gave it to them. I wasn't running for mayor down in New Orleans. I went to California, wasn't running for mayor in California. I went to all the suburban when I gave the gas. I'm not running for mayor in all those particular cities. I think they got to look at themselves. Look, when the Democratic or Republican politician get ready to run for office, they pass laws right before they get ready to get elected, you know? So I say, if I'm gonna continue to support those people who's hungry, who need gas, who need food to eat, the people laying on the street out there, I'm gonna continue to do that. I think that they should join me on a consistency basis now. Since 1996, the Wall Street Journal, I was giving away millions and millions of dollars in 1996. I think they should join in a situation of giving back to the people and helping them out here if they want to complain about it. I think that the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, coming up with this, the taxpayer dollars, and everybody pays taxes in Chicago, they should be entitled to a relief. But
And
these
Mr.
are
Wilson,
taxpayer dollars.
sorry to interrupt, we're actually out of time. Thank you for joining us and best of luck in the race.
All right, thank you.